Lisa.
And I'm Rasheida.
We're the Bennett's. And she's silly.
We're very silly right now. So we got a question that came on our Facebook page. And then the question was, how did our relationship last this long and what's our secret? Well, I'm going to start this one off because, Lisa started off and she be don't get a word in edgewise. I'm just saying.
But that's the first piece of it. That's the answer right there.
Anyways, so what I think, I'm just going to go give you my 2 points on what I think. One of the things that is very key. You better shoot. Oh, this what we doing? This what we doing on this episode? You would swear we've been drinking something. It's called Tide. Okay. Mine is we don't go to bed. One of the rules is we do not go to bed angry at each other. That is one of the main things. It don't matter how we said it, what we said it, even what was about, which most of the time we don't remember what we were arguing about. And 99% of the time, it's never anything to do with us. It's usually somebody else's crap. So that's one thing is we do not go to bed together.
Let me add.
We do not go to bed. Wait, we do not go to bed angry. We go to bed together.
But let me add. The silly, that's why we don't stay angry, because we silly. When I'm mad at her in 5 minutes, I don't remember why I'm mad at her. So that's whatever. Anyway, go ahead and finish your reasons. We don't go to bed mad because we can't even remember why we're mad in the first place.
Absolutely. So I think that has also helped us continue in this process. Another thing is I genuinely just like her. I mean, oh my God. Anyways, I like her as a person. I love when the butterflies go away and the infatuation go away and the things that's throbbing stop going away. I'm just saying, we all grown here. I genuinely enjoy this person. I genuinely enjoy spending time with her. We could be doing nothing but sitting on the couch and we'll play footsie.
Making recordings for other people.
Yeah. And I just genuinely like her. And I think when things go haywire, all else fails and it's all like, do you at the end of the day like that person? I love her, but I like you too.
Okay. So me now. So I would echo both of what she says. And likability has a lot to do with it. Just because we have so much fun naturally together, it's hard to be mad. And so, like she said, at the end of the day, the butterflies and all that stuff, that's cool, except when life is tough, and life is tough on its own, yes. And you got to work through stuff. You don't care about butterflies when the bills are not getting paid.
Boom.
You need somebody that you like well enough to sit there for hours, sometimes days, sometimes weeks, depending on how bad it is, to work it through. And if you don't like the person, it's not going to work out. She is my best friend. And I'll tell you, one of the things I take as a compliment, when we talk to our kids about getting married, we have 2 boys who both have entered fatherhood this year, or the second one's on his way to it. And they talk about relationships. They say, well, we want a relationship like yours. And we go, what are you talking about? You guys just have so much fun. Even our daughter says the same thing. They want people to have fun with, because if you don't have any fun and just like the person, right, when the stuff gets hard, man, you can't make it through with somebody you don't even just like to hang out with. So I piggyback on those, but I'm going to give you my own reasons aside from piggybacking hers. We did something that was kind of unconventional. Only rich, wealthy people have done this in the past. And when I first proposed it, she was like, what? We ain't got no money. We signed a prenup. And that sounds really silly. But the only thing, we went to marriage counseling with...
No.
I didn't either. We did go to marriage counseling with 2 phenomenal folks, Peter Carmen and Michael Ware. Both were ministers at our church.
Yes.
And we talked to them for several hours. But we talked to a lot of other older couples too in our church. And I'll talk about how, for me, that's what has helped us as well. But we had a prenup at the end of the day. We signed a piece of paper before we got married that said, you go down this aisle, you're not getting out of it. That's it. There's no retreat. And I think
It.
that in the times when it's gotten really difficult for us, because the divorce was off the table. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter that you're angry with me, and believe you, we do have a lot of fun. But there have been some really serious moments um, where I don't really want to talk to you, but I know you're not going anywhere. You can pack your stuff, put it in the car, put it in boxes, and act like you're going. But I'm gonna laugh when you're unpacking it because you're not going anywhere. But I think while we can laugh and joke about it now, I think psychologically though, to know that that's not really a threat. The person, because what we're really fearful about in relationship is that the other person's gonna leave us after we've bared our soul and they know everything vulnerable about us.
Absolutely.
So I think that the prenup and having that understanding of saying our prenup says this for those who because we've had people ask us what it says before. It says there's not going to be any divorce and we giving each other space to grow. If you get married at 20 and at 40 you're still the same two people, something's wrong. Both of you should have grown, and when you love somebody, you have to give them enough space to become who they're going to become, and then you need to adjust to allow them to be
Mm-hmm.
that, so they can be
Absolutely.
be their best selves. And so we've both had to modify our behavior and adjust to the growth in each other. And those can be scary, difficult moments because as she becomes somebody new, and our relationship changes, who am I now? And
Right.
and as I've become a new person and changed careers and kind of stuff, and I used to travel, and now I'm not traveling as much.
That's true.
We had a house full of kids. We don't have it
Ooh,
anymore.
won't he do it?
Things things that change. You change the dynamic of the relationship. That changes what's the chemistry that's happening between the two of you. And so if you don't give each other room to grow,
That's true.
then so our prenup only says there's no divorce, and we're going to give each other room to grow.
Hold on, let me just say. No, what it says is divorce
It's
is
not
not
an
an
option.
option.
That's what it says.
That's what it says. This ish gonna get hard. We gonna not like each other. We gonna love each other. I don't even want to be by. I don't even want to see you. I need you to go in another part of the house. Matter of
Yep.
fact, get out of the house.
Yep.
But make sure you come back in time
Yep.
for dinner.
That's it. And I think too, what we had a good fortune and a blessing. We belong to a church. I'm gonna give them a shout out. They don't
Whoop,
know it.
whoop.
Lake Avenue Baptist Church, which is in Rochester,
Rochester,
New
New
York.
York.
We were blessed with a congregation that was full of couples who had been married 30 years, and so they had been through some stuff. So to surround yourselves with couples who've been through some stuff, that that helps. So we had people like the Whitmers, we had people like the Wares, the Biden Carmens, and Petersons, who all shared. They've been married 30, 40 years. If you don't think somebody packed their own bag or was mad about who didn't do the laundry or wipe off the table and stuff, that's not reality.
Didn't load the dishwasher.
Right.
No. Oh no. You load the dishwasher, right? You clean the kitchen counter and the sink, and you go into the living room. You come back into the kitchen, and there is stuff in the sink, and the dishwasher is already on. I gotta do is stop and put it in there.
If you think those things are not going to happen, marriage ain't for you. It's going to happen. But how you handle that makes a difference.
Yeah.
And so we were fortunate enough that we got to sit around tables for years and talk to older couples who have been through some stuff, and who told us really bluntly how many times they had packed their bags over the years and just never went anywhere. You gotta like each other, and you gotta wanna stick it out. So to answer that question, I think what does it says? It's how did our relationship last, and what are the secrets? I think she's right. We have fun. We had a prenup. We genuinely like each other. We had examples of a good community of people who liked each other, and so I think for us, that's why we try every day to work at it, because it's a living organism every day. And marriage, I have the slogan I always say: marriage is not for punks.
If you a punk, don't get
Don't get
married.
married because it's not. You can't just quit. So that's it. I will say one last little thing. I think if you have, and I understand in same-sex relationships, this can be a little difficult. If you have family, you that supports you, that also helps.
Absolutely.
Um, because at the end of the day, we all, that's the most important village of people we can have in our lives. So if you have family members, and if you don't, then you create that.
Or hopefully you'll see this blog and know that there are people out here that can be your family. You need some family, you need support, hit us up.
Right.
Hit us
Because
up. We will.
some of us have been through some stuff, and
Absolutely.
that's the point of this whole Lisa Rasheida effort. So that's to answer that question. We've got some others that came in, so we're going to answer those. Again, hit us up. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Um, she keeps pointing the subscribe button. We don't know where it is. It's somewhere on the screen. You see, when you've been together a long time, you even start talking at the same stuff, answering questions at the same that you're not playing. So just have fun, like each other, do some inventory, be supportive, and kiss a lot. Oh, date night. Gotta have date night. Gotta have time.
Absolutely.
Gotta have. We'll come back and talk about date night because we have date night every Saturday after 6 p.m. We don't talk to anybody else after 6 p.m. unless we're on a date with another couple. But date night, and we'll tell you guys how we do date night because it's probably not what you're thinking. But it's kind of funny. It's challenging, but it keeps things fresh. So this is the episode of The Secret. The secret's in the sauce, I guess. That's the secret. So that is the secret. Those are the answers as best we know them at this time. And when we have another 20 years, we'll give you the rest of the secrets. All right?
Yeah.
Bless you. Have a good night.